So your equipment is really important. So I'll be using a basic dressing kit, some cleaning solutions, a syringe and a cannula, and finally some gloves to clean my wound. I've washed my hands and I'm chucking on my pair of gloves, as you can see. I'm opening the dressing kit. I like to personally keep the plastic as I use that as a rubbish bin, so I don't throw that away. And using a no-touch teak from the outer corners of the dressing kit, I am going to be opening it up, trying to avoid contaminating any of the insides. So normal saline is our preferred cleaning solution unless the wound is contaminated, and you might then use a antiseptic solution, or if that is all you have available. What I'm showing now is just picking up my forceps and separating my solution soaked gauze into individual bowls. This helps when needing to use them during the cleaning procedure, and I am sure that if I did not do this prior, that during I would have trouble with all the gauze sticking together. I've picked up my gauze with my forceps, and as you can see, I'm pulling from the top of the wound down, trying to remove any of the dirt contaminated in the wound, and then disposing of that gauze. Making sure I use my yellow forceps as my clean set and the blue as my dirty set. So what I'm going to demonstrate now is that my gauze has not worked with removing any of the contaminated stuff in my wound. So I'm going to be using my ampule to try and irrigate it using pressure from squeezing it. However, this is actually best done with a 30mm ampule. The way I actually prefer to get some good irrigated pressure behind it is with a syringe and a cannula. So I would just load up my syringe with my normal saline solution. After that, I just grab my cannula. It doesn't matter what size you get. What I would do now is just remove the needle part of it to try and remove that sharp. We don't need it when we try and clean the wound. So disposing of in a sharps container, again, always having trouble with fiddly items I am. Attaching the tubing to the end of the syringe, getting ready to get that solution closer to the wound, and you can see all that debris and anything contaminated is falling out that wound. Using my swabs remaining to remove any debris that might be on the wound still, and then I will use the towel from the kit to actually dry the wound completely. So what we're going to do now is we're going to apply our steri strips to our wound and chuck a Primapore dressing over the top. I like to cut my steri strips in half. You get more then, and it's not so much overhang. But I like to then start in the centre of the wound, stick one side down and apply slight tension to get to the other side. I then go out from my centre steri strip and make sure that the wound has sort of got enough protection to bring it back together. If you need added sort of tension on the wound, I like to chuck one down the centre and then add a couple more over the top of that. If you're in a hot environment that the person might sweat, these can come off, and just adding that bit of protection can assist with the wound not coming apart. Once I have finished my steri strips, I can grab my Primapore dressing, which isn't actually waterproof. So if you need a waterproof one, probably best to use one of the alternatives that I mentioned. And you just want to put it over the wound, making sure that it is covered with the melanin pad.